While it's clear there are a lot of musicians who turn to the stars for inspiration, what about the actual astronauts who turn to music for inspiration and relaxation during their long cosmic voyages? We called astronaut Chris Hadfield and had him explain to us what it is about music that makes the empty vacuum of space feel a bit more like home.
We live in space just like living on Earth, and so we need diversions, and you can't go outside for a walk. And so one of the things we do in space is play music. Now, up on the International Space Station, there's a very good keyboard, and there's a really good Canadian guitar, Canadian-made guitar. It's a Larrivée, made in Vancouver. So you don't need a guitar strap. You don't have to carry the guitar on your knee like a classical guitar. The guitar floats in front of you while you're playing.
And when the practicalities of making music in space are too exhausting, astronauts listen to MP3s, which occupy little to no weight and volume. Hadfield himself is partial to the Canadian folk sounds of Gordon Lightfoot and the powerful voices of Cyndi Lauper and Annie Lennox.
Fate, up against your will.
And on Wednesday, astronaut Timothy L. Corpa brought his favorite Echo The Bunnymen album, Ocean Rain, on NASA's Endeavour mission, so he can listen to songs like The Killing Moon in the actual moon glow. And earlier this year, transatlantic Toronto-London-based band Flowers of Hell received a nod from NASA shuttle worker Chris on his own personal blog, Local Vertical, when he set footage from March's 2009 Discovery mission launch to their song Sympathy for Vengeance.
I found that when I was flying in space, the emotions ran close to the surface. People were right on the edge of laughing or crying or rejoicing. I think it's the combination of the incredible view out the window and the weightlessness and the completion of an extremely complicated sequence of events of training and getting ready, so that you're sort of right on the edge of yourself. You're very aware of what's happening around you. And so I found the music to be very poignant and very powerful for me.
I wish I didn't see that guitar, because now I want one. Anyway, the 40th anniversary of man landing on the surface of the moon got me thinking about a problem that often occurs in science fiction. I call it the planet surface problem. One of my biggest complaints about sci-fi is the planet surface problem. I've seen this one pop up all over the place, but Star Trek has got to be the biggest offender. So the Enterprise arrives at a strange new world and decide to send an away team down to the surface to do some exploring. This is of course after establishing that it's a Class M planet capable of supporting life to, add some believability. Because believability is important in a show where traveling at light speed is a given. Anyway, the away team arrives on the surface, and within 30 seconds they discover something or someone who's important and worthy of an hour-long storyline. Really? This is a planet. It's not a country, a city, or even an area of a city, but a frackin' planet! Pretending for the sake of argument that this new planet was Earth, it would be downright miraculous if they beamed the away team down to Hamilton when the only other intelligent life on the whole planet was the staff of the circuit in Toronto. Insert joke about intelligent life in Toronto here. But even if they landed in Hamilton, there's no way if they set out on foot that in 30 seconds or 30 minutes they'd stumble upon Toronto. It's planet Earth, not neighborhood park Earth. Now sure, sci-fi is known for being loosey-goosey with logic, but sometimes it's especially hard to swallow. Like in one of my favorite genre films, Pitch Black. The movie opens with a ship crash landing on a planet, and what luck, they're in walking distance of a geological survey camp. Following that same line of improbability, they could have just concluded the movie with Riddick spotting a human civilization about the same distance from the crash site that Toronto is from Hamilton, flying the ship over there and going to warn them about the invading alien carnivorous creatures, and they just laugh at him and reply, "Oh, the aliens, we just spray them with water and they burn right up." Well, it works in how many other sci-fi movies and makes about as much sense as the rest of the premise. That's the rant.
People go hunting after torture.
When really, duh, tortured helps.
Okay, that right there, stop it.
It wouldn't stop what?
Responding to things I didn't say.
It's another form of attack, really.